Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Dibrugarh University, Professor Leelakanta Nath Sir. Today's invited speaker, respected Professor T.B. Subba Sir, former Vice Chancellor, Sikkim University, and Professor, Department of Anthropology, Northeastern Yule University, Meghalaya. Respected Registrar, Dibrugarh University, Professor Jiten Hazarika Sir. Head, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, respected Professor N.K. Gogoi Sir. Renowned anthropologist and formerly Professor of the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, R.K. Kaur Sir. Esteemed former faculty member of the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, Professor Sarthak Sen Gupta Sir. Former Principal, Naharkotia College, Dibrugarh, Dr. Kalyan Borwa Sir. Faculty members of the different colleges, senior and fellow colleagues, research scholars, office staff, students, and participants, as well as all those who have joined us virtually. Purnima Bhagabati Madam, wife of late A.C. Bhagabati Sir. Moana Bhagabati Madam, daughter of late A.C. Bhagabati Sir. A very good morning to all. It is an honor and extremely proud moment for the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University to host and organize the first memorial lecture on a towering personality like Annada Charan Bhagabati Sir, whose distinguished scholarly eminence will be remembered by all of us with a deep sense of gratitude and admiration. May I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Leelakanta Nath Sir, to kindly come to the dais. I request our faculty members to help Sir come to the dais. To felicitate Sir, I would like to request Dr. Shamoli Gogoi, Assistant Professor, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. Shamoli Gogoi will be assisted by our student, Chandamita Pathak. Thank you, Shamoli Gogoi and Chandamita Pathak. I would now like to request today's invited speaker, Professor T.B. Subba Sir, to kindly come to the dais, and I would request our faculty members to help Sir come to the dais. To felicitate Sir, I would like to request Dr. Dhanmani Medhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. Dr. Medhi will be assisted by our student Nandita Sharma. Sir will be felicitated with a gamusa and a memento. Thank you, Dr. Dhanmani Medhi and Nandita Sharma. Now, I would like to request our respected Registrar Sir, Dibrugarh University, Professor Jiten Hazarika Sir, to come to the dais. Sir will be felicitated by Dr. Akhano Shakri, Assistant Professor, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, and Dr. Shakri will be assisted by our student Kashmiri Gogoi. Thank you, Dr. Akhano Shakri and Kashmiri Gogoi. Now, I would like to request Professor N.K. Gogoi Sir, Head, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, to kindly deliver the welcome speech.
Hello. A very good morning to everybody present here. Professor A.C. Bhagabati, a renowned anthropologist. Although I haven't met him as a student, but I know him right from my days from Nehu. In every academic occasions, he has been a tall figure, literally and academically also. And back in Dibrugarh, when I joined in 1996, he's been a frequent visitor on our invitation. He has been a very, very shrewd anthropological narrator. His anthropological narratives really attracted students like us. And he has been, he was here for quite some time, around 10 years plus, I think. Yeah, in order to honor his contribution towards development of this department, our university, Dibrugarh University, has, on our request, agreed upon instituting this memorial lecture. We are glad and thankful to our university authorities. Now I'm here to welcome you all to this, I must say it's an auspicious occasion. First, I welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Leelakant Nath, who have come here and graced this occasion. Dr. Subba, he was my erstwhile, I can't say colleague, but I was doing my PhD and MPhil there. So he was there all throughout. We were very good friends. We're glad to invite him as the first speaker of this auspicious occasion, Annada Charan Bhagabati Memorial Lecture. I also welcome Professor, our colleague, Dr. Jitan Hazarika, now the registrar of this university, to this auspicious occasion. Yeah, there are a galaxy of anthropology students and well-wishers of Professor Bhagabati. I must name a few. It's not possible for me to name all of them who are online, but then the first and foremost, Madam Purnima Bhagavati, Baido Namaskar. We are glad that you could join us from Guwahati. We have with us online Madam Moana, the daughter of Professor Bhagavati, and I don't know whether he's there, Mr. Nirmal Kumar Bhagavati, the son of Professor Bhagavati, is from US. Right now I don't know whether he has joined or not. Or maybe it's on very pretty odd hours to join. But anyway, we have with us my friend DK Limbu from Nehu. We have Gitika Ranjan, Madam Gitika Ranjan from Nehu. Upala Barwa from Cotton College, Cotton University. And also Madam Queen Bala from Nehu. So I extend my welcome to all of them. I won't take much time, and with this, I hope once again I want to thank the all well-wishers of Professor A.C. Bhagavati, and also well-wishers of the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, who have helped us to make this program see the light of the day. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would request our dignitaries to kindly light the lamp and also pay floral tribute to late Professor A.C. Bhagavati, sir. I request our faculty members to kindly help us. request our renowned anthropologist, Kaur sir, as well as Professor Sarthak Sengupta sir, to pay floral tribute to late Professor A.C. Bhagabati sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Kalyan Barua sir, former principal Naharkotia College, Dibrugarh, and an alumnus of Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, to kindly pay homage to late Professor A.C. Bhagabati sir.
A very good morning to all of you. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nath Sir, Honorable Register, Professor Hajorika Sir, Honorable Speaker of the first Annada Charan Bhagabati Memorial Lecture, Professor T.V. Subba Sir, my revered teacher, Kaur Sir, honorable faculty members of the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, and other faculty members of the Dibrugarh University, honorable teachers from different colleges of Dibrugarh, their students, respected Srijuta Purnima Bhagabati Baido, who is joining us from Guwahati virtually, and Dr. Moana Bhagabati Bachchani, who is joining us from New Delhi. It's I deem it actually a very special privilege and indeed a great honor for being asked to pay homage to Dr. Annada Charan Bhagabati, my revered guru, on this auspicious occasion of the first Annada Charan Bhagabati Memorial Lecture organized by the Department of Anthropology at Dibrugarh University. But it is not easy for me to offer tributes to Bhagabati sir in a few words, who not only taught me anthropology and gave a shape to my academic life, but he was much more than that. Dr. Annada Charan Bhagabati was not only a renowned anthropologist and a keen researcher, but an academic administrator, builder of institution, an author, a naturalist, but he preferred to identify himself as a teacher. His students, admirers, fans, and followers are found scattered all over the country and beyond. For many of whom he was Bhagabati sir, for his co-tenuous, he was Bhagavati, and his seniors adoringly called him Annada. During the last 2 years, absence of his pleasantly dominating personality was terribly felt not only in anthropology and academic ensemble, but also in the social and cultural world where once he had trodden. My personal association with Bhagavati sir had a usual beginning as I got admitted in the Department of Anthropology in Dibrugarh University 4 decades ago. But I first met him a few months before that when I was a student of Kanoi College, where he went there to examine as an examiner of BSc major final year. And I was so afraid of him sitting in front of his towering stature. I just kept mum, and he then suddenly started speaking, Kulan, you should not be afraid. His soft, soothing, encouraging voice gave me the strength to look up, and I did quite well in the examination. Since then, I never looked back, and later, whenever I was in distress and in need of his help, I always found his blessings hand over my head till he breathed last on 26 October 2019. Our scripture says, Guru Sakshat Parama Brahma, Tasmai Eva Gurue Namah. Bhagavati Sar was Param Brahma in my universe of thoughts and learnings. And on this auspicious occasion of the first Annada Charan Bhagabati Memorial Lecture, I offer unfeigned homage to my teacher, guide, and philosopher, Dr. Annada Charan Bhagabati, who was above all a great humanist. Born to a Sanskrit scholar, Hansanath Bhagavati and Subhadra Devi on 1st January 1939 at Sylhet, now in Bangladesh, Dr. Annada Charan Bhagabati was the youngest among the 7 siblings. Just before country's independence and partition in 1947, the Bhagavati family shifted from Sylhet to Bali, the parental village located in present-day Nalbari district, as Hansaraj Bhagavati retired from his principalship of Sylhet Sanskrit College. But young Annada was sent to Jorhat for better schooling, from where he passed matriculation with flying colors. Then he went to Shillong and got admitted in the St. Edmund College. In that college, he had the opportunity to listen to an Austrian anthropologist, Dr. Ehrenfels, who at that time was working on the Khasi matrilineal. Young Annada was influenced by his lecture and decided to treat the newly discovered trail in anthropology, which waited to be ablated by him. After completing his intermediate from St. Edmund's College, he did his graduation from Cotton College with honors in anthropology, securing a first class and first position in the year 1956. His foundation in anthropology strengthened further when he enrolled in Calcutta University for a master, and he passed MSc from that university, securing first class and first position in the year 1958. Calcutta University provided him a much wider and well-built base for anthropological knowledge, where he got the opportunities to learn his subject of passion and profession from a few luminaries in anthropology of all time. However, among them all, Nirmal Kumar Bose, the ardent Gandhian, influenced him the most, and later he named his son after this great anthropologist. In the year 1959, he became a professional and joined Guwahati University as a lecturer, and his forage for anthropological knowledge delved deeper. Meanwhile, he received the Commonwealth Scholarship offered by New Zealand government for his doctoral research, and he left for that country in the year 1962. to work among the Maoris under supervision of Dr. Ralph Paddington. In 1967, he was Oakland University awarded him PhD. Then he returned to Guwahati University, and subsequently in 1976, he joined Dibrugarh University as professor and head of the Department of Anthropology. During his stay at Dibrugarh University, the Anthropology Department sustained rapid academic expansion, and thus a strong base was laid down during his tenure on which the department stands today. In the growth of higher education in the Northeast India, contribution of Dr. Annada Charan Bhagabati would be always reckoned with acclamation. Beside the headship in two departments at Dibrugarh and Guwahati University, respectively, he was the founder, professor, and director of Amyo Kumar Das Institute of Social Change and Development. Subsequently, he took over the charge of the Rajiv Gandhi University, erstwhile Arunachal University, as the Vice Chancellor during 1993 and 1998. Later, he became the honorary coordinator and head of the division of Northeast Regional Center of Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts. During these assignments in 1977, he was also deputed by Indian Council for Cultural Relations as visiting professor of Indian Studies to El Colegio de Mexico in Mexico City. He stayed there for 2 years. After that, he visited USSR as a visiting scholar under cultural exchange program. He also had the privilege of visiting Hungary in 1991 to study research activities in that country, which was sponsored by the UGC. In 1998, he visited Ottawa in Canada to participate in a panel discussion organized by the Association of Commonwealth University. Last but not least, in 2015, he visited Bangladesh, leading a goodwill mission team, and there he interacted with Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, for his organizational and administrative acumen. He was most sought after academician of his time, and his invaluable service was sought by different academic and research organizations as well as government departments, and he was attached with these in different capacities, such as G.B. Pant Institute of Himalayan Environment and Development, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Institute of Asian Studies, Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Manav Sangrahalaya, Asiatic Society, Vivekananda Kendra Institute of Culture, to name a few. Besides, he was the president of the Anthropology and Archaeological section of Indian Science Congress in its Platinum Jubilee year in 1988. President of Anthropological Society of Northeast India, President of Northeast India History Association, and the list goes on. Extraordinary career of Bhagabati sir, his dedication to work and immense contribution in the vast field of education and knowledge, he earned many a laurel and accolade. He was a recipient of Tagore National Fellow awarded by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Manav Sangrahalaya Bhopal awarded him lifetime achievement for his contribution in the field of anthropology and museum a few months before his demise. However, award or accolade could not affect his humbleness, and he became more enthusiastic and committed to his works each time after receiving an award. His enthusiasm was at the peak, even at the age of 80 years, and perhaps the word retirement was not inscripted in his word book, and he carried out field work till his health permitted, as he was a strong subscriber to field-based anthropology. On 8 May 2015, Bhagabati sir visited Dibrugarh University to deliver the Dibrugarh University Golden Jubilee Distinguished Lecture, and he spoke on the topic strictly on an anthropological mode, 50 years of experience in anthropological fieldwork. In that mesmerizing lecture, he shared some of his precious field experiences to remind the importance of fieldwork and ethics in anthropology. Perhaps that was the last time he visited his much loved working place. Before I wind up, I would like to pay my homage to Bhagabati sir once again, but I believe that a true homage can only be paid to him by upholding his ideals, ethics, and spirits in all that we survey in the name of anthropology. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, we would like to move on to our next program, which is a book release. And this book, entitled India's Northeast Contribution of Anthropology, is edited by Professor N.K. Gogoi sir and Dr. Maitreyi Sharma, published by the Registrar, Dibrugarh University. The book includes some of the papers that were presented in the Golden Jubilee Symposium held in the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, where Professor A.C. Bhagabati sir remained the keynote speaker, as mentioned by Borwa sir also. Now, to speak a few words about the book, I would like to request one of the editors of the book, Dr. Maitreyi Sharma.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dibrugarh University, Professor L.K. Nath sir, Honorable Registrar, Dibrugarh University, Professor Jiten Hazarika sir, esteemed speaker of today's event, Professor T.P. Subba sir, and to all the esteemed members who are present here physically as well as in the virtual mode. I'm here to speak a few words on the book that is going to be released today. This book is compiled and edited by Professor Nitul Kumar Gogoi and myself, and it consists of 23 numbers of articles. Of these 23 numbers of articles, a few were presented by eminent scholars who visited this university during the Golden Jubilee celebration of the department, and in that particular symposium, Professor A.C. Bhagabati sir was the keynote speaker. But we could not get his writing of the keynote as he was unwell at that time. And some of the articles were invited by the alumni of this department as well as from the individuals who are closely associated to this department. The articles of this book project the cross-cultural perspective of the ethnic diversity of Northeast India, encompassing the various dimensions of biological, socio-cultural, and prehistoric anthropology in Northeast India. And lastly, I would like to thank the Honorable Vice Chancellor, L.K. Nath sir, and Honorable Registrar sir, Professor Jiten Hazarika sir, for providing us the financial assistance in publishing the book. Thank you very much.
Now, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor sir to kindly release the book. And I request Dr. Maitreyi Sharma. Thank you so much. I would now like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, to kindly deliver his speech.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Professor T.B. Subba, Honorable Speaker of Professor A.C. Bhagabati Memorial Lecture, organized by the Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. Respected Dr. Kalyan Borua, former Principal, Naharkotia College. Registrar, Dibrugarh University, Professor Jiten Hazarika. Professor Nitul Kumar Gogoi, HOD, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. Respected family members of late Professor A.C. Bhagabati, who are attending online. Respected Professor Sengupta and Professor Kaur, retired professors of Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University. Respected deans of the faculties, faculty members of different departments, invited guests, and faculty members of different Center of Studies of Dibrugarh Universities, research scholars, and my dear students. I express my sincere thanks to the Herbert Department and all the faculty members of this Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University, for organizing this A.C. Bhagabati Memorial Lecture. In fact, it's a series, it is the first lecture, through which we can remember and pay respect to one of our great personalities who was not only a distinguished anthropologist, but also a renowned social scientist of northeastern India. He was Professor A.C. Bhagabati. Professor Bhagabati served Dibrugarh University for about 9 years, from 1976 to 1985. He served as Professor and Head, Department of Anthropology, and I too have got this opportunity to remain with him as faculty members of the university, because during that period in 1983, the Department of Pharmaceutical Science, Dibrugarh University was established, and I took a lot of help from him, and he has extended his valuable suggestions and advices as I was very fresh, and with the help of all the senior professors only, it would have been possible for me to organize the department here, Department of Pharmaceutical Science. After this, he left Dibrugarh University and he served in Guwahati University, Rajiv Gandhi University as Vice Chancellors, visited several foreign countries as visiting professors, and he was the President of Indian Science Congress in 1988. He was also President of many educational associations, societies, National Fellow, and many more. Under his guidance, a wide area of research in social science, ethnicity, identity, tribal transformation process, indigenous knowledge systems in northeastern India was carried out by a large number of scholars. His contributions in anthropology and social science enriched the northeastern India, for which we are proud of him. His leadership role in the foundation of anthropological studies in this region never be forgotten, and his outstanding legacy is the foundational strength to particularly Dibrugarh University and Guwahati University, and also several others. We pay homage and respect to this great soul, and we express our indebtedness for the treasure of his valuable work, which he gifted to our society. Our honorable speaker will deliver in his speech on the topic of this lecture program, that is specializations a threat to integration in anthropology? Some thoughts for professional anthropologists. And I hope our scholars and students will be benefited a lot out of the lecture. This memorial lecture series will actually be a tribute to the great social scientist, and I wish every success of the series. With this word, I conclude here, and once again, I express my sincere thanks to the organizer. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, may I request our Honorable Registrar, sir, to kindly deliver his speech.
Assemble here. Professor L.K. Nath, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Dibrugarh University, Speaker of this lecture program, Professor T.B. Subba, former Vice Chancellor of Sikkim University, and at present Professor of Department of Anthropology, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong. My teacher actually, Professor R. Kaur, former head of the Department of Anthropology and teacher of our institution. Professor Sarthak Sengupta, he is also my teacher, directly or indirectly. And my senior, Dr. Kollan Borua, former principal of Naharkatia College. Faculty members, head of the department, Anthropology department, Professor N.K. Gogoi. Officer, Professor Dr. Taranath Duara, and other officers and employees of the Anthropology department. And faculty members from different institutions and other persons directly or indirectly involved in this endeavor. Actually, sorry for at the very beginning inconvenience. We have already reduced our time, both of us. So, although I have been allotted 10 minutes time, I will take only 5 minutes time, no problem. At least I reduced 5 minutes. At the very outset, I pay my homage to a man of international repute, Professor Annada Charan Bhagabati, Annada Charan Bhagabati, who was former head and teacher of our university, Dibrugarh University, and former Vice Chancellor of Arunachal University, and many others. Actually, as per NEP 2020, we are going to produce Not now. It will take time. It may take time. But already our present system has produced. We are going to produce some well-rounder. Not all-rounder, well-rounder. Good, very good. If he is a well-rounder, then it is also good. But all-rounder, it is also good. But it is not possible to a person become a all-rounder. But Professor A.C. Bhagabati is a man of not only well-rounder, he is a man of all-rounder. Because he was an administrator, academic, as well as administrative, both sides. Administrator, he was the head of the department, he was the vice chancellor of a university, and also he is a man of anthropology he was a man of anthropology of international repute. And I have just gone through some writings of him, and it is clear from this he is not only a social anthropologist, he is a physical anthropologist, he is also a archaeological anthropologist. So from that point of view, he is well-rounded. From other side, administrative side, if we consider all, then he is a all-rounder. We are here to pay homage to person like him. And already Professor Dr. Koilan Borua has explained everything about him. So I am a man from the Department of Statistics. Statistics is the science of uncertainty. But statistics is everywhere. We have no field such like other subjects like physics, chemistry, mathematics. We have to develop theory based on others' demands. So due to demand of anthropology persons, we have a new discipline, anthropometry. And our great statistician, Prakhanda Chandra Mahalnovis, who was known as the father of Indian statistics, he started his work with anthropological data. He was a man from the originally from the Department of Physics, shifted to statistics, but he started work in the Department of Anthropology. Sitting height, sitting length, nasal length, and so on. Multivariate data analysis. Similarly, Hootling T-square developed by the Prakhanda Chandra Mahalnovis based on multivariate data of anthropology. So without your help, our subject is meaningless. We developed our theory due to demand of the other subject. Demand of the other subject like the biological sciences, biostatistics developed, epidemiology is there, everywhere statistics is there. So statistics work as a tool, or sometimes we consider as a potato in different places. So without statistics, no one can go in their subject, including our languages. From that point of view, we are somehow related to the anthropology. So I think that today's topic is different from this, whatever I have spoke. And this is specialization a threat to integration in anthropology? It's a very interesting topic. Some thoughts for professional anthropologists. We are going to make specialization in every way. So that is that I think topic is somehow debatable. So I don't take much time. Already 5 minutes is over. So with this, I wish this lecture program grand success one. Thank you for giving me opportunity to talk before you, like anthropologists, renowned anthropologists, in front of the two anthropologists by the head of the department and other faculty departments of the anthropology department. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Now it's time to proceed to the memorial lecture to be delivered by Professor T.B. Subba sir. But before that, Professor Subba sir will be briefly introduced by Dr. Maitreyi Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Anthropology, Dibrugarh University.
esteemed members present esteemed members of the dais, as well as the esteemed members who are present in the house. We are extremely privileged that Professor T.B. Subba sir has arrived here to deliver the first Annada Charan Bhagabati Memorial Lecture. And I am here to introduce Professor T.B. Subba sir, who needs no introduction because he is a very well-known personality in the world of anthropology. But as a formality, I am here to introduce Sir Tonka Bahadur Subba is currently working as a professor in the Department of Anthropology, Northeastern Hill University, Nehu, Shillong, India. He served as the Vice Chancellor of Sikkim University during 2012 to 2017. He has received numerous prestigious awards like the Homi Bhabha Fellowship in 1992, Dr. Panchanan Mitra Lectureship in 2007, and R.P. Chanda Centenary Medal for 2015, which was given by the prestigious Asiatic Society, Kolkata. Professor Subba also earned Guest Professorship at the Free University of Berlin in Germany and Baden-Württemberg Fellowship at the South Asian Institute, Heidelberg University. He was a member of the academic councils of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University as well as Jawaharlal Nehru University, and served as a member of the advisory boards of the National Museum of Mankind, Anthropological Survey of India, and the Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage. He has authored and edited 16 numbers of books and published over 70 numbers of articles on various reputed journals related to the Eastern Himalayas. His latest book as sectional editor for Northeast India and Bangladesh is titled Brill's Encyclopedia of the Religions of the Indigenous People of South Asia, which was published very recently in 2021, and it was published as an e-version in the last year, that is in 2020. Today, he is going to speak on a very relevant topic: is specialization a threat to integration in anthropology? Some thoughts for professional anthropologists. And we are extremely sure that it will enlighten us and help us to find a solution to integrity and holism. Thank you.